Hey everybody, you are looking live on tape from another gorgeous day here in Central Florida. Today I come to you live on tape from Disney's Blizzard Beach. First water park visit of the season. Blizzard Beach, honestly not my favorite. I prefer Typhoon Lagoon, but we're here and I'm asking myself, is it worth it to hit Blizzard Beach on your Disney vacation? I had some thoughts. Thanks for joining me, glad you did. Let's get to it. So I've done a Blizzard Beach review in the past, and you can look it up. I'm not going to put it in the link or put the link in the description, whatever. But you know, the reason I prefer Typhoon Lagoon over Blizzard Beach is I like the wave pool. Like as you see, it's more of like a chop, whilst Typhoon has a giant wave every few minutes, which I'll prefer. But they do like cycle it. They'll have like the chop, as I call it, and then they'll make it completely calm and still, like a giant pool. Just a little bit of referencing. So today, it's the middle of March today. It's like March 10th, I believe, or yeah, 10th. And it's the week before local spring break. So Michelle actually was like, hey, this would be a great opportunity to hit Blizzard Beach because it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. Yes, I know. All the Yankees that watch these videos, I know it's a tough life we live down here in Florida. It is supposed to get down to like 40 degrees next week, so but 90 degrees in March, can't complain. Other issues with this park for me are it's pretty small. There's not a whole ton of attractions. Obviously the signature is right behind me here. It is the Summit Plummet. I think it's 90 feet tall. Giant speed slide. Not a fan. If you ever want to have like the worst wedgie you can imagine, help yourself. But the theming here is really cool. I do like it. I would say the theming here is actually a little bit better than Typhoon Lagoon. It's basically a freak snowstorm happened in Florida, and we're at a ski resort, and yada yada yada. You could probably go to Wikipedia and read the full backstory, but that's just kind of a quick bullet point about it. But the slides, I had a really bad incident here. I got hit in the head like really hard on one of the slides. I can't remember the name of the slide that I rode. It was pretty darn fast. I was considerably heavier back then. I was close to 300 pounds. And I'm not sure if that played a role, but like I haven't been hit that hard since I played football. So I don't know if I got concussed, but I definitely was seeing stars to the point I had to sit down. The team members checked on me. The cast members checked on me. It was great. So I guess the point of all that is just, you know, be mindful of your body type or your risk factor. But today, with the crowds being so light, if you wanted to come and do nothing but attractions here at this park, would be perfect for you. It does get considerably busier during, obviously, peak season, which is summer. But May, spring, like I said, spring break really begins in earnest. There's a lot of northern people on spring break currently, but locally, spring break will begin next week. And you'll see an influx of annual pass holders in that and the like. But what we're going to do now, we're going to take a little walk around, kind of show you a little bit more of this park. Again, I've done a full deep dive previously. I was just sharing a typical day for a local here going to Blizzard Beach. So from the main wave pool, which is located here, got plenty of food offerings. These are private cabanas. No, those are not private, but I'll show you some privates. You have a Joffrey's down here. You've got funnel cakes here. And just like Typhoon Lagoon, to get over to like the main shopping and the main restrooms and quick serve, you got to cross a bridge because the lazy river kind of circles the park, which did not bring my GoPro today, so will not be giving you live on tape from the lazy river, but we'll definitely show you what that looks like. That's an example of a private cabana available for rent. Comes with towels, a server. Some of them are nicer than others. They're pretty expensive, but you know, busy summer days, I think they're worth it. Simply because you're not fighting the masses to get a chair. You got your own dedicated area. They've all got umbrellas, shades. Some of them have TVs, but you do get a server as well. So if you need cocktails or food, they'll be more than happy to bring those for you. Of course, at additional cost. That's a good look at the lazy river. Pretty good lazy river. Not as long as Typhoon, but pretty good. And this is like the main, what I would call services area of this park, where you have locker rental, got some ice cream shops, food, lost children booth. And something they do, I was watching this guy do this, pretty cool. They'll do chalk art here. Hidden Mickey's, all the good stuff. Little shops. But there's your main restroom hub here at this park. And Wada Wada Lodge is the main quick serve. It's a good overview of the map here. Again, not a ton of attractions here at Blizzard Beach. Wait times today all less than 15. It's pretty calm here today. It's a great day to come to this park. But so you get the ski lodge kind of theming here with the beach house. That's your main gift shop here at Blizzard Beach. One thing I will say for Blizzard Beach, there's a ton of good photo ops. They have backgrounds located throughout the park. And this Joffrey's, probably the snack that's mostly known here at Blizzard Beach are these mini donuts ahead at this Joffrey's cart or booth. I got them one time and I was kind of like, they're somewhat mid. They're not terribly expensive. I think 6 go for, let's look here. 6 goes for $6.49. It does is $12.99, but then you can get your dipping sauces, chocolate, raspberry, white chocolate for additional $1.69. They do have a drink offering, a Happy Snowman, featuring frozen lemonade and blue raspberry syrup, $6.50. It's on the dining plan. The half dozen also on the dining plan would be a good snack, but $6.49 for 6 of those donuts to me is a little bit pricey, but not terrible. And that's a good centered up showing of Wada Wada Lodge. I'll go take a peek at their menu. Pretty much all your standard theme park fare, chicken tenders, pizzas, hot dogs, all the good stuff. They do have a winter Paloma, which looked interesting. I love a good Paloma. I thought about getting it, but probably opt something else. So on offer here, bacon cheeseburger, of course, right on time. She changed to the Paloma. $17.50 for that. They also offer beers. You can get a souvenir cup for $13.50, and that turns your refills into $8.50, which is a great value at a theme park. $8.50 for a 16-ounce beer is not bad. They do have plant-based options for you weirdos. I don't recommend any of them. Usually this area is swarming, and today it just shows you the crowd levels of how kind of slow it is today, which little surprise. Disney does offer in the summertime, on the day of your check-in, they give you a free water park ticket. And during that time, Disney will open up both Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon to kind of deal with the influx of check-in guests. But that's a great value to get a free water park ticket, because we looked at single day tickets when we got here and they're $74, which I think it's still a good value at $74. It's quite cheaper than Volcano Bay, and it's the same price at Typhoon. So if you're just a regular day guest, $74. You can get a seasonal pass to the water parks for not much more. So if you think you're going to come multiple days, I would recommend that. But this is an example of some of the photo ops here around the park. But plenty of food and beverage options, plenty of souvenir options. Locker rentals, I believe I got one time when I brought my full DSLR, and I believe I paid like $7 for the day, which is reasonable. It's not crazy, because I didn't feel comfortable leaving my $1,000 camera laying around. But they do have everything if you forgot to pack, like flip-flops and water socks, sunscreen, obviously, all of the stuff. You will pay a premium. So if you plan on doing a water park, try to get all the stuff you can before you get here, because, you know, what's $5 on Amazon may be $25 here in the parks. I do see a lot of people with the cell phone cases. That's a prime example of planning ahead, because they are $29 here, and I saw them for like $7 on Amazon. So get you some savings. Signature attraction here at Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach, is the Summit Plummet. Kind of give you a look ahead here. You actually take a chairlift, because again, we're in a freak snowstorm here in Florida, and what ski resort is complete without chairlift? So you would board the chairlift, head up the mountain, and tackle that guy. You can walk up there, but it is quite a lot of steps. So I do not recommend. I would recommend chairlifts, and take you right up top there, and then you still got about 3 flights of stairs to conquer, and then come down that giant 90-foot water slide, which again, it's the greatest wedgie maker of all time. But if you're a thrill seeker, this is your spot. There's nothing quite like that at Typhoon Lagoon. Again, the cabana areas, the patios, I want to say they're about $400. But again, at this time of year, you really don't, to me, it wouldn't make sense financially, but summertime, absolutely. But there's plenty of little, I call them pods, with loungers and chairs available. Michelle and I got a pretty good seat right here in the main lagoon with no issues, but during the summertime, these are hard to come by. Chairs are hard to come by. So depending on when you visit, I would recommend looking into cabanas. They sell out pretty quickly. During peak season, they're sold out every day. So if you have an idea that you might want to do a cabana, I would book it sooner rather than later. And what would a trip to any Disney theme park be without a little merch search? There's a good photo op behind here. We're heading into Beach House. All your visors and hats on offer. I want to say, yes, I'm pretty sure that used to be a Sunglass Hut over there. Check the t-shirt stitch. I don't see anything super new. Stitch is taking over Disney World.
Minnie's Dance School is new. The Howdy Donald Duck in the lower right portion is new. Tons of beach towels. They do have some higher end stuff, Quicksilver. I think they have Salt Life. A lot of Billabong. Check the hats out, actually. Nothing new. I think I'm good. Another one of these good photo ops. I think that's going to do it for today. Appreciate you joining me for just a little quick day trip over to Blizzard Beach. Thanks for joining me. Glad you did. If you liked what you saw today, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you hated what you saw today, I can't blame anything because everything today was pretty perfect. So save the hate. As always, folks, keep the parks clean. Even the water parks, keep the parks clean.